Hi guys, this is Marek Rosa from King Software House. Today I'm going to show you in-game editor in Minewars. It's a brand new feature we have. We have been working really hard last week on polishing it as much as possible. So finally we get to the phase where you can actually save your work and it will be stored on our servers. It will stay there so you can get back to it and basically this is a really new phase of Mine Wars, and now you can like it's really a new thing. So this is a big release for us, and the next big release, which will be a week or two later, will be about gameplay, and it will give you one first mission. The thing is that we have more than this in Mine Wars currently, but many of these things are kind of hidden or like they are not connected to each other, so you cannot see them, and so we are basically hiding them. But yeah, this editor thing is really big, and so I will show you. So by the way, it will also work for demo users, but demo users won't be able to save their work. So that's one reason why to buy Minewars now. The second is that you can get it cheaper than later, because later we will charge a lot more than we are charging right now. So to access the editor, just go here. You will see this button. These story sectors will be disabled. That's just for us. So I click your sectors and I will pick one of these sectors. Everyone has 27 sectors. I will pick this one because it should be empty. Come on. Okay, so this is the editor. I recommend reading this text here, but right now I will just close it. And okay, so what can I do in this editor? Here on the left side you see all prefabs that are available to me. Right now I'm in so-called God mode. That means I can do anything. I don't have any resource limitations or something like that. Because there is also another type of editor in Minewars that's in-game, or we call it builder, and that's part of the gameplay. And in that editor you cannot just build anything. You need to get the ore, get some money, get blueprints and build it, and then you can place it in your place. But so this editor you are seeing right now is for basically game designers or people who wants to do anything. So I will place this prefabs. It's some chamber or something like that, and it's too dark actually. These things. We will be working on this. I hope we'll make it before the release goes out, because it's so dark. Okay, so the concept of this editor is that all these prefabs, you need to place them inside a prefab container, which is this orange thing around. And so if you pick some other container and place it here, it belongs to this container. So if I want to move with the whole container, it moves all prefabs in it. And I can also make more containers and so on. I would recommend making one container per space station or spaceship. Don't make more, like for different pieces of your space station. You don't need to make more. For that, actually, if you want to use grouping, use these prefab groups. But I don't want to go there right now because I'm not sure if that's 100% polished. So I will focus only on this. And very important thing in these prefabs are snap points, which will make easier for you to connect different prefabs. So when you select a snap point, it will filter out all incompatible prefabs, and you will see only those that are compatible. So right now I see some door or something, cross connector. So I will place it to the scene and it's here. And now if I want to connect this snap point, this red, and this one of the new prefab, I will just right click on the second snap point and it's there. You can clearly see that this snap point has wrong orientation, which needs to be fixed. So let's ignore this one and focus on this one, which would be better. Huh. Okay, so definitely this is not what I wanted. Again. Okay, this is okay. I don't know what was that. So let's try it. Maybe I clicked on something wrong, I don't know. So okay, this is we have this connector, and now I can connect a tunnel or something like that. So let's pick one of these tunnels and you know, right click and it's there. But yeah, it's in the wrong orientation. So for that, because I forgot that all these snap points, they have some orientation. So let's fix that. Okay, where is it? Come back. So, you know, if there are already some snap points like this. Okay, let's delete this prefab. And I will rather this one, because I kind of think that that one is just wrong. Yeah, this should work. I think that connector has wrong, you know, data orientation or something. Okay, and now I can connect some other tunnel and some other tunnel. Yeah. Okay, so just make sure you won't do the same mistake I just did. And sometimes you can actually place more prefabs. You know, if you don't move the snap point, but that's just detail. Okay, and let's see what other tunnels we have here. Yeah, this can be nice. Of course, you know, they will not fit each other like this. You can see a hole, and that's why we have those connectors. I think we still will have to define the correct snap points and all that stuff, so it will take some time until we will really make it perfect. Yeah, I don't know why I like this aqua park kind of thing, but it's really funny. Okay, so that's about snap points, and I will make sure that we have tons of other prefabs here. Pipes, I don't know what's that. Passages, this is I think unfinished thing. Doors, door cases. These are actually dynamic doors, and they should open and close, you know, if there's somebody standing in front of them. It worked a few weeks ago. Now it doesn't work, I guess, so that's something guys will have to fix during the week. Okay, this is like some engine or something. Yeah, this is something else. These loading buys, they are cool because, you know, they are big, so this is basically the frame where you wanna live or when you want to build your stuff. It's just so dark. Okay, weaponry, this is finished, but there is some bug because when I add this weapon here, it's not visible, you know, I cannot see it, but then later in game it's there and it will start shooting at you, and it's there. So there are these different types of weapons, and there is some hangar, plant objects. Yeah, this is like a houses for people. Beams, different beams. You can store some inside. And we have here details. Okay, so here are some billboards if you like advertisement. By the way, you can rotate your prefabs with this gizmo. You can switch gizmo mode from movement to rotation by pressing T key. So, or you can do it so here in the toolbar. So I will just rotate this one so we can see what's there. Yeah. Also, this one needs to get fixed, I think, because it's just too shiny, this one. So I will rotate it that way the sun won't be, hitting it so hard. This HDR effect is just killing it. So, what's next? Lights. And lights are for lighting. And I can just take, for example, this one, put it here, then rotate the thing. And if I click on this edit select, I am able to change parameters of the light. Also, I can change the color, which can be interesting, yeah. So, okay, and I almost forgot on the most important thing, and that's save. Don't forget to save sector as much as possible, as often as possible, because we still are not sure that if there are no bugs or something, and you don't want to lose your work. Next thing I'm going to show you is asteroids. You can place asteroids in here, and I will just select some. These are voxel asteroids. Those are destructible. We also have static asteroids. They are indestructible, and they are just like to fill the space, because we cannot have all asteroids destructible. That would just eat so much memory. So I will place this one here, and we can fly to it, and I don't know, I will for example move these two things there. Okay, and also here are small ships and spawn points. Spawn point is a area that's going to spawn AI. So you can make spawn point for your enemies or your friends or neutrals and so on. I will not touch it this time because I think that's still not finished. And here is also small ship, so you can just place some small ship somewhere and assign it to a faction or something. But I also don't want to touch it that much because I don't think it's finished. I need to talk with guys about that. And this debris is just some small objects, dust, and sound. I also think it's something unfinished. But if you will save your sector, you can play with this stuff, and even if the game crashes, it doesn't matter because it won't alter the data on a server unless you save it. So you can play with it, but I don't want to risk it. And the large ships, we have some large ships, like this one for example. And okay, so back to asteroids. Now I will switch. Yeah, if you want to leave this prefab container, this orange thing, you need to. I'm inside, so I cannot manipulate with asteroids. You can see I cannot select the asteroid. I cannot select this ship because I'm just inside the container. So if I want to leave it, if I want, for example, work with asteroids or work with some other container, I need to click on this exit prefab container, and yeah, and now I can do anything I want. So I will, for example, rotate this ship. Okay, and now I will switch to another tool we have, that's hand. So you see this sphere that's in front of us, that's like, you know, that's the shape, and here on left side you see you can configure what will happen if you click left mouse button. So you can, you know, the sphere, the shape can be sphere, box, cuboid. Box is like this, cuboid is like this, and the operation or the mode of operation. And you can add voxels, remove voxels, soften voxels, or change material. And you can also change the size. So I will, for example, now I will do what? I will be adding voxels in sphere shape, like this one. By the way, this is a hard limit, so you can add only 5000 shapes, or actually you can do only 5000 voxel hand operation in one sector. You can see a number here in the right top corner, and so, you know, like, don't overuse them too much because you will run out of them, and that's something you don't want. So about removing, now I will make some tune or something. Okay, I would need light right now, but I don't know why I don't have some reflector or something. Okay, now again, you know, don't forget to save your sector. I'm so happy it didn't crash. And now one of the latest features, or features I want to show you, because you can do more stuff, is I can switch to a ship, so I can actually play the sector while editing it. So I just pressed 0 key, and now I'm in my ship and I can fly. Okay, so this is the prefab we just made. I will turn off the cockpit because I like it without it, and okay, I have no ammo for some reason. I have missiles, but I don't have bullets, which is weird because I should have them. Okay, and now I am in this big tunnel, and now I'm outside. So that's it, and okay. And I want to go close that. No, actually I will visit this spaceship because I haven't visited it ever. So now it's good time to visit it. Also you can press F1 key and it will show you some keyboard shortcuts. I recommend them because many of them can be useful. For example, you can use shift and then move with mouse to clone objects, or you can use something like control and space, if I'm not wrong, to transport, you know, like in editor, or your ship to your spectator position or something like that. Yeah, this ship is supposed to be, you know, just a placeholder somewhere in distance, so we make details on it. Yeah, there is this, you know, that weapon I made, missile launcher. It should be shooting at me if I will be, you know, close enough. But let's just test it. Okay, maybe 1 kilometer. I should. Ah yeah, so the distance, the threshold is much smaller, and now we are just not rendering it, there is some bug and we are not rendering the model, but I mean, in some future video we will show these weapons because they look so cool, like that's so military thing. Okay, no, I didn't want journal, so back to this, and what I wanted to show here, yeah, this is just the standard asteroid as we have in world, with these blue things. That's just a normal thing. This is my tunnel. Blah blah. Radar is kind of disabled right now. Actually it's not, because we already implemented, all those detectors like movement and engine consumption, or I don't know, like stuff like that. And you can buy it, but I cannot cover that right now because I am not sure how those things work. But for some reason the radar is not displaying even the sun position and stuff like that. So that's kind of something we will need to look on in the following week. Also stuff like oxygen, fuel, electricity and all that stuff, it should be working more or less, but again it's also something I didn't personally test much, so I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, also these voxels. I think this is indestructible voxels, so that's why we don't see a hole after explosion. Okay, what should I show next? Okay, so press 0, back to editor. Now I will show you how to get back to this container. So I need to exit. Okay, so in editor, if you want to rotate your view, just press right mouse button and rotate your mouse and you will move. It also works for this voxel hand. So if you want to leave voxel hand, nothing clicking doesn't work. So exit voxel hand, and now you can manipulate, work with objects. If I want to work with these prefabs, I think I just need to click on something, yeah, and now I am immediately inside this container, so I cannot select asteroid again, and I will hit prefab container, or I can do this, and now I can move the whole container. Yeah. Okay, so about cloning, it's like this, select prefab, and now hold shift key and move, and it will get cloned. Just don't clone too much, because we still don't the limits that are here are not absolutely perfect, and you don't want to add 1000 some big prefabs and just destroy the performance. Yeah, I think that if I'm not in a container and I add some prefab, it makes a new container. So that's just something you should know. That's what I just did right now. So I'm going to delete this container, and I'm going back to this one. So I clicked on this sphere, enter prefab container, and I will add this, and now it belongs, you can see that it belongs to this. 0 key, and we can fly. So, people, what we want from you is to play with this editor and actually start making space stations, space bases. What is there? What other space thing is there? Spaceships, yeah, spaceships, motherships. You can do it using these big things, and also chambers, armor, and all that stuff. And you can start building it, and there is a good chance that it will get in the main story campaign thing. If your work will be good, you know. So that's it. I hope that Fraps has recorded all this thing. And okay, so thank you and goodbye. Hello again. This is a quick addition to my previous video. I will show you how to visit sectors of your friends, because that's also something interesting. So, for example, right now, if I will be friend to myself, so I will want to visit my own sectors, I will go here, play game, and I will pick this sandbox, and I don't want to go to random nor your sectors, because that is my sector, but I go to friends sectors. And here are some predefined. I think this is almost random, but if I will write a friend's name here, like for example test 3, click search, and now I can see all sectors of user test 3. I just need to know, you know, which of those contain something, and I'm not sure if these all contain, so let's check something else. Okay, so probably yeah. So Michal has these, so I'm curious what did he make. Okay, this loading is killing me. Okay, so yeah. So this is Michal's work. This is why I'm paying him, you know, like he got paid for this. Okay, so you know, this is the way how you can visit sectors of your friends. And I can see that my electricity is going down, because you can see it in the left bottom bar. You know, there is yellow electricity thing, and by the way, if you press 0 in a game, you will switch to a builder mode editor, but you can do that only if you're close to a so-called what's the name? It's something like foundation factory. Yeah, you need to have a foundation factory in your inventory. An inventory can be accessed by F5. Yeah, but okay, I'm not going to cover this because I don't know the stuff, so that's all. Thank you, goodbye.